New York City, the city that never. Oh, I think I'm gonna go to bed at like 9:30 tonight. I mean, what's the point, really? I have been cooking dinner a lot, right around 7 p.m. every night, and the smells must be wafting through the neighborhood because all of my neighbors they take to their windows and doorsteps. They start applauding and banging pots and pans. I'm like, you guys, it's just turmeric, black pepper chicken with asparagus. I got the recipe in the Times. It's not that hard, but thank you. You know, I've also noticed there's been a lot of Hasidic funerals still going on here in Brooklyn. What that's made me realize is that Jews, we never want to be a trending topic on Twitter. You never see Jews as a trending topic on Twitter. You're like, ooh, good news? It's like, oh God, what now? I don't want to know. Oh boy, what else? Oh, we need our slaughterhouses open. We got to have our burgers. We just don't care that everyone who works there has COVID. We're like, whatever. Our meat already has like steroids and antibiotics and E. coli. Like, what's a little COVID gonna do? I'm fine with it, all right? You know, sprinkle some Ebola on the fries. Let's have a Corona burger party. Let's do it. I've been watching a lot of TV also. I've been watching Frasier. If you've never seen that, it's what dumb people think smart people are like. You know, it's like, oh yeah, they love opera and they're effeminate and they hate their family. You know, smart people. And then I've been watching Sex and the City. What I've learned from that show is that if you're a slutty woman, you should just hang out with women who have even more sex than you do, and then you'll be considered the prude. Pretty smart move, you know? And we got to end this lockdown eventually. But also we need to figure out like testing and contact tracing before it just doesn't make sense to me if we open stuff up without figuring that other stuff out. It'd be like having sex and then be like, okay, now where do we get condoms? It's like, you should have thought about that first. Didn't you realize that? I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're going to end this lockdown. We're going to break up with it the same way I broke up with my ex. You know, fitfully, you know, there's going to be some flare-ups. In the fall, we'll get back together for a couple months, you know, and then eventually we'll kick it for good. And then, you know, a couple years down the road, we'll see it on Instagram and be like, you know, we had some good times, though. I mean, it was a mess, but the Zooming was pretty good. And then I'm also obsessed with how all these pro-life people want to open up the economy again. It's like, but don't you want to save your grandparents? Like, I thought you valued life. It's like, I realize now, though, it's actually just the longer you live, the less valuable you are to society. So, like, granny is kind of expendable, but fetuses need to be protected more than anyone. You know, it's just sort of like, it's kind of like when you buy a new car, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it loses like 30% of its value. Like, that's how they feel about people.